So parts production is probably needs the most amount of help with. It's very intensive in terms of the information. I'm not trying to make a super long video on it, so I'm just going to go through kind of the beginner half of it, and then later I'll make a advanced half of it. So at this building, you got your materials. That's your blue button. You put these guys in and they get built. You can see they have about a 20-something minute build time. If you do upgrade the building, you get more spots. If you do the tech, which is the parts production, you also get more spots and speed ups and things of that nature. So that's how you can kind of get that thing rolling faster. As you craft these materials, they kind of build up. So if you click on your toolbox, you can see all the ones that are kind of sitting here right now. They're different colors. We'll go through that in a minute. But basically, you want to build up as many materials as you can so you can kind of get rolling. So if you click on a guy and just hit combine, you can see that you can take 4 of these guys and combine them down into one better unit. And that ratio of 4 is true all the way up to a gold level. So if I'm doing 1 gold, that means I need 4 orange. To have 4 orange, I need 16 purple. For 16 purple, I need 64 blues. For 64 blues, I need 256 green. And for 256 green, I need 1,024 white pieces. Yeah, that's a big number. It doesn't feel that way when you're doing it, but that's part of this whole merging that they do, is it sneaks up on you about how much you actually need to get to a gold level. So you need 4 parts in order to craft anything. So to just get 1 gold part, again, that's 1,024 white pieces. Say it takes 30 minutes a piece. That's 512 hours, also known as 3 weeks. So if you are only crafting these guys, it's going to take you 3 weeks to get 1 gold piece, and you need 4 of those to actually make a part. So that's a lot. Ways that you can do that faster is you can do your Trailblazer material chest sets. You can buy them with diamonds, or you can, where is it? Material shop. You can go to your material shop and you can get these with energy fragments. There's a couple ways you can gain energy fragments. You can get them by defeating a level 10 zombie or better, or completing the daily challenge. The other way you can do that is by exploring. If you are exploring, you can still get energy fragments. So this is a 12-hour exploration. You can see you can get a pretty decent haul. There's energy fragments, there's cores, there's all kinds of good stuff in there. So back to our materials and our material shop. If you're collecting these guys, you can see it's got that blue or green background. So again, it's not giving you a high level piece, but you are able to buy a substantial amount of these guys and help expedite how fast you can get your gold level pieces, or several lower level pieces, whatever it is that you're looking for. Once you start building these up, you can craft. I'm only going to go through the first Trailblazer. Everything else, I'd just say that's advanced, and we're not going to cover that right now. But there's several components that you can, or parts that you can craft. Each one has their own element. My favorite one is going to be the fuel gathering guy. So the reason why that one is my favorite personally is everything goes into consumption and isn't wasted, or sorry, into gathering and isn't really wasted somewhere else. Like if you look at lumber, your bonus is you use less fuel when taking your vehicle somewhere. Well, if you have a plot right next to you, congratulations, you saved 25 fuel. I'd rather have everything going in my favor, and these guys can stack. So this one, the armor, second from the bottom, it's gathering speed plus 20%. Well, that's if you're gathering anything. So that one's applicable to all vehicles it would be equipped on. Again, the fuel one, which is this third one, is my favorite because it has heroes get experience every hour when gathering plus 2,000. So you get 2,000 experience on your hero when you're out gathering. So if you have this on your first APC that has 3 heroes, you're gaining 6,000 experience an hour while you're out gathering. It's not an incredible amount, but it does add up, especially if you get there early and often, and you're someone like a gatherer who's always going to be having your APC out. Once you go ahead and click craft, you can see a little menu will pop up. There's different probabilities. You can see how that changes what you actually get out of a piece. All the values on the other table are for your gold. They're not necessarily for all the levels below. So the lower your parts, you start running chances. If I want to switch that out, you can see how now that changed all my percent chances are. So if I'm all the same, I'm 100% chance of getting a certain part. Let's just say I have all orange, and then for this specific one, all I have is white. Well, now I only have a 55% chance of getting an actual orange part, and everything's kind of mixed in between. So that's something, if the gamble is worth it for you, that's to each his own. Personally, if I'm putting in all the time and effort to get these things, I do them all at either 100 or, just a hair. I might have one guy just go down a little bit. I save a lot of time by that, but I do incorporate a little bit of a chance. So that's kind of up to you. If you look at the bottom, you can see there's a crafting time. That requires the construction vehicle and cores to use. So this is when you will be using them. All you got to do is you can do your combining, you set the guys that you want, and then you just hit craft and it goes from there. Once you do that, you will have a piece made after a couple hours. You go to your APCs. On the top right of each guy, it looks like a little minivan. Go ahead and click on him, and you can see you have your vehicle. Your vehicle can hold up to 6 pieces at any given point in time. So all you got to do is equip or unequip, and you can see the bonus that you're getting on your APC. What I do is I label my APC what my bonus is. So my bonus for this one is fuel, iron, and food. And the reason that I do that is that way when I'm going to send an APC out, I know what kind of bonuses I'm having everything geared towards, and it's very easy for me to just send somebody to the right type of resource plot. That's just a recommendation. I think it works out really well for me. The last element that is part of the beginner is when you're crafting. On the top of the screen, it says 4-piece gathering speed and 6-piece extra gather resources. So what that's trying to say is if you have 4 pieces on a single APC, you're going to get a 60% gathering speed bonus. But again, that's if you have 4 gold pieces. So you can tell how hard that is to get. And again, you can see how these numbers go down. All of this is limited to having it be gathering. So if you have 1 gold here, 1 gold fighter, 1 gold shooter, 1 gold vehicle part, I do not believe that they stack and you get all these bonuses. So that's just kind of something to think about. So the best way, in summary, to build any of these APCs, figure out what resources you tend to need. Make sure you get the main one that targets that, and you want to get as much of the higher level guys as you can. It's to each his own. Personally, blue is the minimum of doing anything, and unless I just got some really good shards to be using, I can't really get all the way to gold. That's a heavy investment to really get there. Things like this second to last one with the gathering speed and the extra resources, those again, they apply to everything. So try to keep that in mind. As you get down to the bottom one, it does say diamond gathering plus 50%, and you can see how many other bonuses you get. I've done the math, and it is not a lot. If you were to invest a whole lot into this everything and get all gold pieces, you would only be gathering like 500 diamonds a day on a single APC, but 500 diamonds a day for like a couple months worth of investment is not really worth it for me when I could be getting other things. So that is the short version. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Y'all have a good rest.